Budden responds.
Yeah, Joe Budden
Shout
responds
out
to Tasha K.
Urban
You might have to go back a little bit.
Politics.
Yeah, that's where it looks like the what you call it starts.
Just running back just a little bit. He gets it cracking pretty quickly.
I got you. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
Big Ed don't waste no
I
time.
I just noticed that the first part of it, and I'm gonna go back. I'm just letting you know the first part of it because I'm still waiting for lower thirds to go. But first part of it was Tasha K's live, so that's why I moved forward. But
I do kind of want a refresher course so that I can go into, so I can receive, because I got to remember what energy she was coming, so I can judge Joe's response correctly.
All right,
Hey, man, play that beautiful black woman again, man.
I love how this nigga always finds some nice serene areas to film in.
Yeah,
I feel like it's the same spot every time.
With nature, it could be. With nature,
sometimes it's
it could
different,
either
though.
be the same or different. Like it's just beautiful background.
Nature is never the same.
I wonder how long Big Ant's been doing. It's Big Ant, right?
Right?
The Big Ant.
Yeah.
Because
I wonder how long he's been doing this like outdoor reaction style, because if he's been doing this format for a long time, he was kind of ahead of the game in terms of doing those reactions that they be having on like TikTok and shit, where like the screen be split and the nigga just be like.
And where is
You know
it
what I'm
that
saying?
like there's no flies? It's no like.
Bro,
It just
I
seems
think
like a beautiful day.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's in Carolina.
I thought he
or
was in
close to
I
it.
thought he was in Texas.
I think he's from Texas, but I thought he was in Carolina.
Oh, I don't know.
Shout out Texas.
That might be.
Well, drop in the comment, brother, where you from, because we're gonna tag you in there. So hopefully you'll see it. You know what I'm
As
saying?
I'm about to say, as if it was you.
Yeah.
That's a real. That's a real Jesus piece.
Because my interview with Adam is nothing compared to what I did for Joe Budden. I said, it's gotta be black media. And it's gotta be. Joe is all bark, but no bite. He says what people want to hear to get their attention. But when it comes to putting the money on the table to pay the bill, you gonna have to be knocking on that door looking for that money. Oh, he's gotta comb through the interview. He's gotta make sure this and make sure that. I bodied each and every one of those black men to the point that all of them said after they were done, we're winos. Tasha, you can come back here anytime you want. I sat outside and I had a conversation with this black man. I said, you know what's sad is that we cannot, as black media, stick together for the betterment of the people. And he was like, black media will never do it. Black media will never do it. And now he's literally owning up to his own words.
Had a good weekend, but it's one lady who decided to talk about you this weekend. Just to clear up for the community, some people were just worried about why you chose her in general. Can you just explain why might you had respected her work at one time?
Oh, you talking about Shorty Doo-Wop?
Yes, indeedy.
And keep in mind that we said at one time. That does this statement that he says has no reflection on how he may feel now.
No, listen.
And
the girl's work ethic is her work ethic. Like, and she has it. Like, can't nobody take that away from her. I wanted to learn more about her. Clearly negligence on my part with that old her Cardi. They both seem to be entirely too passionate about whatever occurred for even a regular interview to go down. But the interview wasn't coming out not because of Cardi. Like I already told her, that interview was a problem legally, financially, and algorithmically. There was a lot going on in that interview. It would be foolish of me to just put out an interview with the girl that just got sued and lost for $4 million without checking this. So all of this up just happened to happen while my lawyers was looking at this. So
that's exactly what I mean.
Listen, you play with pigs, you get mud on you.
Damn.
I don't have nothing to say. Let the people have their fun kicking my back, and I think I'm kind of like immune to it now. Like it don't, as long as they ain't affecting nothing in real life, I don't care.
Exactly.
I want to follow up on the pigs, playing the pigs with mud. I remember you saying you didn't.
I just think like it's really y'all can laugh, but I just really think that it's effective that he's listening and he's watching real time and saying like, yo, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do, like, and I'm seeing how all of y'all are acting. Like there's a strength and knowing, like,
just energy.
Now somebody
Why she
hit it
keep
on the
jacking him
head
off?
earlier. When
What
I
is she
spoke-
talking
when
about?
we Spoke to Tasha K. It sounded like she had a lot of hurt in life and was just ready to hurt anybody else. Like that's just a very destructive
see,
type of
like,
energy. That
he-
I wouldn't have got that from her without meeting her. Like meeting her and hearing her story, and it's like, oh, this is why you like this. It's like, oh, okay, this is why some things are maybe hindering your progress. This is why there's levels.
But this is what he's doing. He's taking that pity route. He's doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's doing exactly what she said that he would do. Like he'll just say anything that the people want to hear.
I think he's right though.
The only I do want to finish. It sounds like a lot of bullshit right now, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to learn anything else, legitimately from this.
Nigga,
but it's just.
It sounds like he's trying to save his ass.
That's exactly.
That's all it sounds like.
It sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Honestly,
sounds like he's trying to
a lot
save
of
his
this
ass.
just sounds like complete
'Cause
shit. Like
you knew who she was, and first of all, he tried to make it seem like he kind of didn't know who she really was, which is like, nigga, why are you having it wrong if you don't really know who she was?
shit, I didn't know all I had to do was send a DM.
You know what I mean?
Like, nigga, I'm in New York, bro.
That's what I mean.
Homeroom University trying to slide on the Joe Budden podcast. What up?
And I think I don't know if she said this, but somebody said something about accountability with this nigga.
Okay, I will
this
say
nigga doesn't, you know.
Now that is one thing that I will say that like I picked that up. This whole Cardi B and Tasha K thing, this was women's ego. Like they were going fucking crazy ego-wise on each other. Like a lot of this could have been prevented, and a lot of it happened because of ego. Like this is just I don't like this nigga.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of it. A lot of the beginning and a lot of it just
Won't make
really
you suffer now, bitch.
It's really it was really fueled by that. You
That's
know what I'm
what it
saying?
is,
Like a lot of this shit.
Because she talked about in Adam interview, she was like, you know, Cardi asked me to take it down, but
I
she
don't like
asked me like you know, is it 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔬𝚃 up there? Can we say that 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔬𝚃?
Probably not.
No,
probably not.
don't
But
think
she was
so.
acting like a mean person.
A mean girl.
Yeah, she sounded like a mean girl. You know what I mean? About it.
Yeah.
So that's how it ended up.
Do you want to keep listening? You want us to wait or just play it? Oh, all right. Go
Are
ahead.
you already watching?
How, nigga? This shit- Oh, you heard it on the way here? Yeah.
Oh shit. This shit was not. This shit came out like
At
30
least
minutes
Big,
before
Big
we
Ant put
before
it
we
out.
started.
He might have been a little bit late to it.
Nigga Tony Magical.
Yeah, I guess I'll play though.
Yeah, let's just watch a little bit more.
To this, the way you move, and it's still kind of low. I don't want to say low level, but it's
low vibrational.
Yes, yeah.
That's,
it's a
that's
lot of
disgusting.
that. So,
Lauren liked that word.
I ain't give a fuck.
not to knock.
Go ahead, Dash.
Look at the picture.
So aside from the legal standpoint, which is a huge standpoint, did her doing any of those clickbait videos with you and Melissa Ford's name in the titles have anything to do with it? Or just a question
No,
for
I
me.
don't care about them videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a really good interview. I understand why she's pissed about it not coming out. It was great. It was great. Like all around the board, it was great. But yeah, there was a lot in there that could have been all bad fast. So it was great, but it was great at what cost, right? Like I don't gain nothing from putting this out and then having this whole world of trouble just happen to pop up out of nowhere. Like I gain absolutely nothing from this interview. Like it's not worth it.
So basically, what we talked about.
I just thought it was a cool idea and a great way to end our vacation run.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokes.
Yeah.
So it's basically what we talked about. The nigga, he didn't think he was going to be the butt in the joke.
Yeah,
He he was ready for jokes.
And there's certain things that I don't. There's certain things that I do not believe at all. I don't believe it had anything legal to do with anything because her case is finished, which means at that point you could talk about the case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
And
not
you know-
necessarily the
and-
case. But if she's saying new shit that she can get a defamation lawsuit for again, you don't want to be the platform that presents that. I'm not saying that she said more Cardi B shit or anything.
Like, I
she might
highly
have just
doubt
said
that.
some shit that he's like, That sounds a little, I don't know. Given her reputation, now he's second guessing it.
I think it's a good reason to just skirt off on some shit. Like, I think it's a good. There's plenty of ways. Like, if somebody gets on my platform and you say something, the only thing is you have to have a source, right? Like, that's the main thing. If you're breaking a new story, it's like, don't say this person's doing drugs. Did you see him doing drugs? Because you're the first person. I'm about to be the first person to say this.
All right.
So once everybody else says it, I can be like, my source is this person. Is there an article attached to it, right? Or whatever. So it's like, all right, well, yeah. Well, if it's the case, if you said some shit about other people, man, I'll have you sign some shit. If a nigga, indemnify me.
Right. If
she
said it, not me, type shit.
If you get sued for some shit over here, nigga, that's on them, bro. That ain't got shit to do with me. Like, and I feel like it's easy. Like, I feel like it's got to be easy, bro. Like, it's got to be. I think that's a cop out, bro. Period.
Well, niggas use the law for a cop out so people don't ask questions.
Yeah, I think it's a cop out. I have 1,000,001 questions still. Like, a nigga like me is not about to shut up just because you say it had legal ramifications. Which one? She already owes $4 million. I know it wasn't nothing about Cardi. Do we really think it was somebody else? Like, I don't know, bro. That shit was weird. The only thing that I do remember her saying, now she do be talking out of pocket. They had like they had a joke that they made on No Jumper, and pretty much they were saying that Jason Lee needs to be on PrEP. And I was like,
that's the HIV medicine?
Yes. I was like, these niggas are alluding to this. I said, that's crazy.
And if you keep doing little shit like that throughout the podcast, I can see Joe Budden getting scared.
Yeah, but I can
true.
And I'm talking about a moment that Adam could have took it out, but I don't think he was just like smart enough to take it out.
And if it's a bunch of little like subtle ass jabs to where like he's looking like it's questionable, he might just throw the whole episode away just because. I can see that happening.
He said she low vibration too.
Yeah, no, the bitch.
Yeah.
The girl said that.
And he agreed.
Oh, he agreed though.
Yeah, he agreed.
Yeah. He was like, but he did say, and he was like, she's kind of like a lower, she was like low vibration.
After she said that,
like, okay.
After she said that, I kind of woke up. I was like, who are these people? I was like, why are they all basically in a corner, in a circle, just jerking Joe off? Like, I don't even care, and I talk about it.
It's funny, man. One of those speakers, we met her at the Do-Rag Fest in Atlanta.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because I saw her name and I saw her picture, and I was like, I only knew one person on Instagram with that picture and that name like that, and I followed her for a while. I think I unfollowed her recently.
Which girl? Was it the one that was waxing him off?
Nah, she wasn't talking, but she was up there as a speaker. This one right here, Feats. I'm pretty sure this is a chick from Atlanta.
Zoom in, I can't see nothing.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is a chick from Atlanta. I don't know. Right here.
I don't even think you can zoom in.
Yeah,
I'll look at it later. But
yeah, I'll try to find her thing online.
Y'all went to a Do-Rag Fest?
Shout out to Head Graphics, yeah. He went viral. He was on CNN.
Yeah, I remember that.
He did a Do-Rag Fest in Charlotte. It was
I hated how that shit turned out.
It was international. Made it to CNN and all that. Then
I didn't even realize it was happening here. I thought it was just happening somewhere.
His official first one was here in Raleigh in like one of these parks over here.
Yeah.
Then the second one was
Titty Boy was there.
In Charlotte.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then the third one was in Atlanta.
Yeah, it was all great, man. But let me clarify for people who might have heard what I said. I hated how they tried to do him.
Yeah, somebody stole the brand. Somebody stole the concept. Trademarked it and all that shit. Lawsuit, all that.
Dang.
Yeah, it's an interview. If you just type
Black
in
men can't have shit.
If you type in the 30 podcast Do-Rag Fest, you can watch it. We did a whole interview with the creators on the channel years ago. Yeah, we got it. You want the full story?
I want the scoop.
Yeah.
You want real media from black men.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
That's crazy. But
unfortunate.
This live, once I heard her say low vibrations, I was like, ugh, what is this nigga doing?
That's why I was
Clubhouse?
laughing, because you put your head back like that.
Yeah, like, what is this? I hate Clubhouse. Low key, I don't like that shit, bro. I don't want to be on no niggas Clubhouse, bro.
I can't believe it's still happening.
Me neither, bro. And I remember, and I'm surprised he's on Clubhouse with his AMP deal, too.
Yeah, I wonder if this is AMP or Clubhouse. I don't know.
That's definitely Clubhouse. That is a Clubhouse layout, I think.
Well, I thought it was Twitter.
Actually, that might be a Twitter space.
Twitter space.
Yeah.
And who are the two people that get command over, the three people that get command over all the other people? Why do they have check marks?
The host.
Like, who are these people?
They paid for the subscription.
Oh, yeah, they pay for their verification.
Oh, that's just people who pay for it.
Yeah,
I thought those are people who have seniority in this Twitter space.
Nah, but the titles, the titles underneath the profile pictures are what they are. The host is right there, co-host, and everybody else is speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even,
So it's their room pretty much or whatever.
Okay.
But I don't want to shit on it too much.
Why
I
not?
just
what this is?
I don't like that layout, that platform. Like I don't like Twitter Spaces. I don't like fucking Clubhouse.
Fuck
like,
it all.
Yeah.
I'd
rather Skype a nigga.
And then I hate that like niggas be on there like. It's like I don't want to say these niggas are having the dumbest conversations in the world.
A lot of times.
But it's like niggas are on there like they're at City Hall talking about what the future of our neighborhood is.
Like they're
Yeah.
doing
But
local
they're-
legislation.
Yes, and I don't like that. I
Yeah.
don't like that they're doing like legislative like level of fucking
Thought.
communication and thought.
But
Yeah.
chilling on their bed. Like, nigga, you gotta get up.
They whack 100 in it. You know what I'm saying? Cheeks out on
Cheeks
the
out.
on the fucking
Nigga talking with morning breath.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like really getting people like tell them come to the room, jumping people. You know what I'm saying? Like hitting them with snitch allegations. It's like
what is this? Yeah,
just the whole thing is like, what is this shit? And it's like if
It's like
it's
listening to a Sully conversation.
And what's weird is
Yeah.
I've never heard like of teenagers beefing. It's only grown men.
it's only the old heads.
It's only grown men in
Only,
these,
bruh.
on these spaces.
That's because I guess the
Clubhouse.
teens got. I guess the teens are on.
They just not talking.
They're
like,
on Instagram Live.
Yeah,
you
shit
know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like,
They-
I just don't fuck with them Twitter Spaces, bro. I'm not learning nothing from them. It's just
Yeah.
like Clubhouse. I did it in the very beginning,
in the
and I was like, I don't like this
because it was being marketed as it's going to be business oriented.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it
going to be
was-
niggas.
It's gonna be
stock spaces.
That is the
You
one
know what
thing
I'm saying?
that we
I
gotta
got roped
get
into.
We gotta get chicks. We gotta get chicks to call in because that is one of my chicks. Based off what I've heard, came from Clubhouse era. When it first came, because I always thought Clubhouse has done nothing for anybody. Like that's
except
No,
Whack 100.
It's some
except
people.
Whack 100, but like outside of him, I genuinely believe. But we knew Whack 100 before Clubhouse too.
Yeah,
It's, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
But I'm like,
But it still served him
It was
well.
making connections for people.
but I was
apparently.
just
Some people.
Every time I heard a Clubhouse conversation, it was a recording of what Whack did.
yeah. And on top of that, niggas used to talk about the connections
That's
they
what they
make all the
said.
time.
Yeah, they say they make
But I'm
connections on
like,
there.
Everybody-
I know a lot of people who said they made connections and their lives have not changed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I heard that I heard that word in the interview today. Connection, nigga. It's a whole everybody connecting.
It's a
Right.
facade.
Yeah, nigga.
it's like, yeah, like, are we networking for real? Or are we networking? Like,
Networking.
are we saying it or are we actually doing it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, because it's just, but
I love
apparently,
a fake network.
yeah, but
We gonna link.
apparently Chigs is like a fucking Clubhouse. Like,
Rushmore. He's on.
I think so in terms of the media making media out of Clubhouse content. I think that's where he come from. That's
It's
what
like
somebody
DC.
said.
It's like DC Young Fly being like a Vine nigga,
Right? Yeah.
like being like an original
That's
in the
his
space that
start.
turned him up.
yeah. So like
okay.
I'm really whenever we talk to him or interview him, like that's my first question. I hope he actually did come from Clubhouse and what I heard was true. And I need to hear what this like. I need to hear this.
Yeah.
I need to hear that story because
He could probably
in
reel
my
off mad
mind,
names.
nothing comes off. Nothing comes from fucking Clubhouse.
Yeah, he
Like
could probably
what?
reel off all the niggas that came from Clubhouse too.
Exactly. Yeah.
all the
Yeah, that's-
OGs that came from Clyde. That's
Yeah,
a-
like is there anybody that I'm watching now that really came from Clubhouse and got they stardom in Clubhouse?
probably not.
Probably not though. Honestly, bro.
Clubhouse didn't make stars.
No. Nigga, Whack 100 is like polarizing on there, and he's still trying to push the same group of niggas, and we don't care about none of them. bro.
Yeah,
They
nah, dog.
fuck- yes, they suck. They suck. They might be great on Clubhouse. That shit does not translate to podcasts. It don't translate to YouTube. It don't
Yeah.
translate to fucking nothing, bro.
That's
Like
the thing. Yeah, it's not a translation thing. It doesn't seem to go anywhere from
the
outside of
translation
that.
from Clubhouse to
It translates to
Talking-
walkie-talkies for sure.
yeah, like
sure.
if Nextel Church were fucking popping, and,
Hell
we could,
yeah.
and we can record those conversations. Like these
The
niggas would be
perfect
like
thing.
all these. Everybody in Clubhouse has a chirp for sure. And fuck that shit. Why are we doing this? Like why are we doing
Fuck
this?
all of your chirps
Bro,
individually.
why are we doing that shit, dog?
Yeah,
Chicks
man.
came in and said these niggas giving up all these goddamn free content, screen record, YouTube.
I was about to say, man,
These
it's
goddamn G's.
this is interesting though. I didn't know this many people are invested enough to click on a Twitter space. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I see Twitter spaces all the time, and I'm thinking, why the fuck would I want to go in there?
Like
that's
I
all
don't
I think, bro.
care to hear anybody
I
that
don't, bro.
much.
Why do we keep calling it Twitter still? Like, is this rebrand not sticking?
X
It ain't
space.
sticking for me, but now that you say that, you're right.
Yeah.
I haven't even attempted to switch it for X yet.
If you do it for comedic purposes.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it's probably some niggas who still called Spectrum Time Warner, you know, saying shit
That's
like
true.
that.
That's true for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't even know. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Shit, you
Some
know when
niggas
you
still call it HBO Max. This is Max time.
It's just Max. Yeah, facts. But honestly, that's it, though.